When I was really little, when I was growing up, my mother would either order in food or I would go pick it up. We lived in the Roni Plaza in Miami, and there was the Roni Plaza pub. It was such good food in the lobby there. And so, like 9, 10 years old, I would go down and pick up the food and bring it up or whatever. She didn't cook. Like the kitchen saw no action. Which, okay, that's fine. Like that to me is not a big deal. It personally, as a mom, I cooked and did all that, but my mother didn't. And I don't care about that. Um, in the landscape of things my mother did and didn't do, that wasn't like a big deal. But here's what was a big deal. One day we're down there eating, and my favorite thing to get was the baby back ribs and a Shirley Temple. Like that was a big deal. And my stepdad knew that, and he was more than happy for me to have that. And whether we were in a group of people or it was just the four of us eating, that was always my go-to. And one day I'm going to order it, and my mother's like, that's too expensive. Like she says it in my ear. And I was really bewildered because, I mean, this is just what I always got. I got berated after that meal about being a selfish little girl and how dare I order the most expensive thing on the menu and not even ask about it. I'm like 9. And I'm confused because this has never happened before. And so then after that, I would sit in restaurants at every table I ever dined at with my mother, and even without, but with my mother, gauging her, waiting for an opportunity to be able to order my food so that I could get her approval for what it was. By the way, the ribs were not the most expensive thing on the menu. But I would sit there on pins and needles watching everybody else order, and it would come around to me and I don't know, because I couldn't make a decision because her eyes were on me, and I went through all this anxiety. And then as a young adult and even older adult, I would sit at a table with people, unless I was paying for my own bill, but maybe it was a party or something like that, and gauge what I ordered based on everybody else at the table. Not that I would ever order the most expensive thing on a menu on somebody else's dime. I would never do that because that's just rude, and that isn't a lesson my mother taught me. That's just a matter of being somebody who has, an awareness of other people. But I still sometimes feel that little tinge of, like I have to wait instead of doing what I want to do. I'm wondering if anybody else had a similar experience.